true. Get them glow. Stop overthinking, these can't fuck with you. Get them glow. Standing on business in these Chanel shoes. Before I let her play with me, I'll go eat some jail food on gang glow. Stomp a little with some shell toes. Yeah, glow. Slapping, rapping, making bail. Yeah, glow. Two-tone Cartier match the nails. Yeah, glow. No competition, these stale. Yeah, glow. Curbing, no curbing, my layers. Yeah, glow. Say they get money, but I can't tell. Yeah, glow. Keep running circles around these snails. Yeah, glow. And my bumping up in the jail on the gang glow. Yeah, glow.
for the antidote. There's a pretty girl on my TV screen. She's so hot, she's so mean. Burn my body like it's flammable. Girl, I'm still a fan of you. Hey, 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 hey. Like a cannibal. Baby, I'm a fan of you. Your sensation, my fixation. Just tell me that it's tangible. Hey, hey, baby, I'm a fan of you. Hey, hey, hey. Your sensation is my fixation.
Say don't play with me, but I still gamble with it. We getting right before we take off on the landing strip. Know that you like all the attention that a fan gives. Say that you like me, but you way too young for marriage. I've been here before, I know exactly how it goes. Yeah, now I got you packing up your clothes. You can hit me up and let me know exactly when you close. I'm her favorite, says she need a. She wanna all day.
Hey, 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 hey.
Cat. Okay, it's me and my kinfolk. Cat, that is my MO. 925, my area code. Don't give a what you been. Shared AG, put her friend. They want a lot, not a little. I get something. Give me something. What you gonna do for that end zone? I'm in the end zone, rocking that Kenzo. My Kindle. Beneath though, going triple plat. I need a pack and a half. I broke up my mans, a stack and a half. I told my mama I'm bringing that bag. I got it. I'm backing, I'm on. I till I can't. Sorry, mama, yeah, I nut. It was me and bro, buck on the plate. Best believe we had 50 cent cake. I let the Audemars hang from my belt, so she know we ain't got no time to waste. And I let Audemars crunch the numbers. I gotta make sure that my money straight. She wanna make sure that my money real. Kissing another. Back in the day, I ain't had no whip. I just pulled up in a tank. I'ma pull up, just stun. Cat, all in your brain. I'm going Batman, I'm going bang. Come with the bang. What you gonna do? 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 I'm finna. What you gonna do?
I'm on a Sony lot, eating a lot of chips, stacking a lot of guaps. If I get it to pop, my mom get a coupe, my mom get a lot of rocks. I ain't got to mouth, let that in the past. My foot on the gas, the floor elevator, we facing my brad. How you want deposit the memo of cash? Red light, yellow light, green light, go. The events, I take the bank home. I won't keep quiet, I'm in it. Yeah, my best friend caught, want me alone. Got my she's happy at home, and I blah. I'm a businessman, so I give her a loan now. 3 pumps in the chain from the Homer.
It's a stadium so big you can easily spot it flying into Dallas-Fort Worth for a game. This is AT&T Stadium here in Arlington.
Brandon Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
A Thanksgiving tradition continues as the teams are lined up and off we go here in Dallas. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10.
73.
Starting on the ground here with Barkley. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
Kate, don't think for a second this is time you step off the gas. You can feel this defense, right? They're on their heels. And now's the best chance to go push the envelope and get aggressive.
First and 10 from the 41. Here's another carry for Barkley. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Here's 2nd and 7. This one snagged by Dallas Goedert. And he's able to get this down to the 36. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
First down, ball at the 36. Barkley on the shotgun handoff. And he runs this one down across the 35 and inside the 30. Pickup of 8 on the run, and that sets up 2nd and 2.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
He's got Devontae Smith. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
I'm sure, Coach, the play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
They're now set for 1st and 10.
Great.
They'll go from the gun with Barkley. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. He managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. It's a 6-yard gain. That sets up 1st and goal.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, recycle it. Save it for later for that next 3rd down coming.
Barkley runs it in for the Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles finish up an excellent opening series. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown. What an outstanding opening series, partner. They just wore down that defense as they marched their way to the end zone.
Yeah, it took a whole bunch of that opening script to find a touchdown, but it showed just how well designed that script was. It was the right sequence of plays to keep that ball moving and find the end zone, getting your offense established in its top gear right here early on.
That one splits the uprights. And the Eagles will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. They'll come out throwing. That's brought in by White. And that's good for a gain of 5. Brought down on the effort by Quinyon Mitchell.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. The first carry now for Jonathan Brooks. And he's tackled for a short gain. They managed a single yard that time. They're going to have to solve 3rd down and 4.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4.
Let's go. 70 range. 70 range.
They'll throw it. Almost an opening drive interception, but that winds up on the ground, incomplete. It's going to bring up 4th down. Dallas sends its punting unit onto the field. And hey, at least he held onto the football, but they will get nothing on that return. No return on that punt. And the Eagles will take possession. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Great.
Running right, it's Barkley. And he'll bowl his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game. Right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage. B, it sets up your play action. And C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
On second down, here's Barkley. And a massive hit at the end of that play. Oh, baby. But he hangs on through it. Still able to get that first down.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great blocking to spring them. Guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
They're set up at the 35 now. On first down, Hurts. This one finds Goddard. And he didn't get much time to secure it as he takes a shot. Good job to even hang on through that catch there.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, just find a way to get him the ball.
Straight ahead, here's Barkley. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. They pick up one on the run. Need more, though. That takes him to 3rd and 5.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Hurts with it on 3rd and short. And down he goes. The Cowboy defense gets it done. And the defense comes through to back them up ahead of 4th down.
I think his decision-making wrote a check that his legs couldn't catch this time. This QB can run, and he's ranging, looking for space, looking for an outlet. But there was none to be had. No escape route available this time.
Now on 4th down, on comes Braden Mann to boot this away for the Birds. And this will be his first effort of the contest. He punted 4 times last week in the win, and his first of this week is away. And it ends up a good return for him, up past their own 40. A nice 15-yard pickup on the return. And the Cowboys will get set to go on offense. From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Ooh, a little movement along the line there. That's going to cost the defense 5 yards. Broke the plane before the snap, and that's going to give the offense some free yardage. Encroachment on that previous play, and that makes this a much shorter 1st and 5.
Ready? Street, trap 60. 19 tight.
Straight ahead, here's Brooks. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. It's a gain of 5. That brings up 2nd down.
A humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
From the 46. It's caught. Ferguson. There it is. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys start to fight back with their first points of this game. Brandon Aubrey now on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Cowboys tie this game 7-7. Aubrey now to kick this one away. Danny Gray to return it. This return makes it up to the 25. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Pocket isn't holding up, they're able to drop it. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. After the sack, another pass on 2nd down. Doesn't get much beyond the line, a yard at most. Marshawn Nealon, the one to send him down.
Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
Now Hurts on 3rd and long. Escapes the pocket. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Marquise Bell making the play. And the Cowboys take over on his 5th interception of the season. Well, we've all seen a lot of QBs make some magical plays rolling to the right, buying time before throwing it up, but not this time, as the defense steps in front of that one. Probably shouldn't have been thrown.
Yeah, discretion the key in so many of these situations for quarterbacks. Why game management and decision-making is so critical. I love that he escaped the pocket, rolls right, tries to buy time for his guys to help him, but when there is nobody there, you either got to tuck it and run or live to play another day.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. From the 16. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time? Well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
Shotgun now on 3rd down. Got Lamb, and it's complete. Will be touchdown short of the marker, so 4th down coming up. Need a conversion. They're throwing for it. It's into the hands of White. And this is down all the way to the 3. It's an 11-yard gain to back up the considerable gamble there on 4th down, and they move those chains. 4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. Brooks. And he's not going to reach the end zone. They bring him down at the 1. Only a yard that time, and now it's 2nd and goal from the 1.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Now it's 2nd and goal from the 1.
Here we go, set.
Again, they give to Brooks. And he's still looking for the play that sparks the ground game as that one stopped for a loss.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
Back now, pressure on its way. And he's got it. That's a layup for a good touchdown. The Cowboys pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. C.D. Lamb with the touchdown. Extra point from Aubrey is up and good. And the Cowboys break that tie and now lead by 7. Aubrey now to kick this one away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got 2nd down.
You hear defensive coaches preach this all the time about not giving up the big play. Keep everything in front of you. They're going to need to stay vigilant because he's definitely a receiver who can take the lid off of a defense.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. Barkley trying this up the gut. And not a lot of room for him as he's brought down. Only 2 yards on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 8.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
Diving forward, and he makes the catch. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
Set. Crowd left, Yeti.
We're to the 2-minute warning from AT&T. The Eagles trailing on the scoreboard. They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. On the play fake, it's Hurts. Fits it through the middle. It's a Philadelphia touchdown! The Eagles earn the chance to tie before halftime. It's a Devontae Smith touchdown. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period, end of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
So they tag him for roughing the kicker. And now this kickoff's going to come from the 50. Let's see if they loft in and try to stick him deep. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And that's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else. So that football coming out to the 30-yard line. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
79 Broncos. Let's go now.
Running back sent in motion. Airing it out to start this drive. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Back to throw. And this almost ended worse, but he gets a yard out of it. Zach Vaughn with the tackle.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Here he is on 3rd and long. That throw finds Pickens. And he's going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line. The Cowboys signaling for their first time out. And they can take a moment to try to build more momentum after getting that first.
Let's go. Track 60.
Throwing with a blitz on the way. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along their route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down.
Ready.
Now a shotgun handoff to Brooks. We're working a couple of yards past the line. Zach Vaughn with the tackle. Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Eagles with an extra man in the secondary for this 3rd down. throwing it. That's caught for the first. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And it'll be first down, Dallas. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
And this one falls incomplete. Still 17 seconds left to play.
Oh, that is such a bummer. A dropped touchdown right in the end zone. We're going to see how quickly he can flush this one. He better, because they got to make it impact later.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. He's dropping back to throw. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Cooper to Jean in to pick it off. And the Eagles get the football back with minimal time to go in our half.
Oh, coaches just love that effort right there. Instantly, as he made the pick, everybody was looking for a block and doing their part to set up the return. And I know it pales in comparison to giving up the turnover, but how about the effort on the other side to track him down and stop a potential pick six? I think everybody deserves a little credit on the field for that effort.
And that's incomplete, and it also stops the clock with just 5 seconds left.
Hey, I know nobody's perfect, and all you have to do is listen to me and how many words I screw up. But you certainly expect those throws of that length to be 100%. They've got to be borderline automatic in this offense.
Handoff headed right, Barkley. And it's a nice gain, but they needed just one more yard to move the chains. Just before halftime, we get a timeout, take it. One last play before the break. Barkley gets it on third down. And he stopped on a nice gain on what is the final play of this first half. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. Well, we're set up for an incredible second half, all tied as we kick it away here in quarter number 3. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. A carry by Brooks to start the drive. He's out in the clear. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
Easily had the yardage for a first, but he was hungry for a lot more. I think that tackle prevented something that was going to be a lot bigger than just a first down pickup.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he runs into a wall there. Multiple defenders ready to stop him cold at the line. No progress on first down, and that'll bring up second and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Completed over the middle. And he gets it forward to still about a yard out of that. Brought down on the effort by Quinion Mitchell.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on a throw, that's a go-to route to target.
Eagles loading up the secondary. Dime look coming, third down. He'll throw it. Ferguson there to bring it in. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line. They get 22 on that one. And that's good for a Cowboys first down.
Every tight end worth his salt wanted this. Really craved man-to-man coverage. The best of them, give me man-to-man coverage, and I'm going to beat you. I was around Dallas Clark and Indy, one of the best. You play man-to-man, he's going to find a way to out-leverage you, separate from you, and make a play just as that tight end did.
On first down, here comes Brooks. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
All right, here we go. Second down.
60 Bobcat! 60 Bobcat!
They'll try and throw it here. Taking a big shot for the end zone. And oh, he got it. Interception. Picked off by Quinion Mitchell. And the Eagles get the football as he makes his third interception of this season.
You know, Kate, one of the tenets of the West Coast system that I was fortunate to play in, touchdown to check down. Touchdown to check down. You get in the red zone, it's touchdown to check down. You can't put the ball in harm's way. That's a brilliant job by the defense with their coverage, baiting the quarterback into the throw. But you got to sail that one into the stands. Touchdown or check down. You can't possibly give an interception in that situation.
Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on second down. From the pistol, Hurts. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
No connection on the last play, and out third down. A play fake, now Hurts to throw. That pass complete to Goddard. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him on the route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after it.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. So they opt for the shorter pass later in the progression on that play, Brock, but, man, the defense took that away too.
Well, what they tell us yesterday in those production meetings, nothing comes easy. No easy completions from shots down the field to those checkdowns to the running back. Wanted to make this offense earn everything. They just did.
He's corralled after a modest 4-yard gain. Play stopped by Damone Clark.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
On third down, it's Hurts. This has been a trend, yet another interception. Picked off by Damone Clark. And it's a touchdown as he brings it back for the pick six. For the point after, here's Aubrey. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Cowboys break that tie and now lead by 7. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. This return starts at the 5. He's got a lane up past the 30. Coverage team tracks him down as the return reaches the 35. Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Receiver in motion, headed right. First down, a run with Barkley. And he could only get a lone yard. Took a couple of guys to haul him down near the line.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
They go to Barkley again. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. Donovan Wilson getting there for the stop. It'll be a gain of 5. They still need 4 on third down.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
From the gun on third down. He has the first over the middle. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of third downs just like that.
First down throwing for Hurts. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
Second down, Hurts throwing again. This one is tipped away and incomplete. Good positioning to make a play on it. That forces third down. Just got a hand up on that to break it up. And that's going to leave him with a tough third and long. Hurts throwing again. Diving right side, got it! He picks up 15 on the play. And that's a Philadelphia first down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Now Barkley. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. Offense in the hurry up here. Here's 2nd and 5. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete. Looking for Sam Laporta with that one. And it'll be 3rd and 5 coming up.
You really want those throws to be like clockwork for your offense. Every team needs to hit passes in that short to intermediate range to effectively move the ball.
And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
Defensive coaches in the NFL say it all the time. Limit the big play. Keep these guys in front of you. Well, this defense is going to have to stay vigilant because this receiver, he can take the lid off a defense at any time.
The kick by Hopkins is good. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lock. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. They'll bring it out from the middle of the end zone. This isn't even going to make the 20. The coverage team gets to it. They're out and set. 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. He's going deep. And this is going to end up incomplete. Really aired it out there on 1st down, but just couldn't make the connection.
He's counting his lucky stars. That one isn't headed the other way right now. That is not the time to challenge double coverage.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Brooks on the counter. Room for him past the 30. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They pick up 20 yards there. And it'll be first down, Dallas. Just one quarter standing between these teams and Turkey in this Thanksgiving contest. The Cowboys have it with a lead, but the win's not secure just yet. New slate of downs to approach here from the 40.
Let's go now.
They kick the running back in motion. First and 10, looking to throw. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. Fakes the handoff, now to throw. He rolls to his right. Not enough on this throw. It hits the turf instead of his man.
That's somebody they're going to look for if he has any space deep. That space, though, Kate, just disappeared between when he let that pass go and when he actually made it down the field.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. He's going to throw this one. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
That's incomplete, trying to set up the screen there.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. From the gun, a give to Brooks. And he reaches midfield and starts driving into Eagles territory. Only 2 yards on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 8. Throwing from the gun. Got Lamb, and it's complete. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. It goes as a gain of 19 yards. And that's good for a Cowboys first down. On the give, it's Brooks. And he'll only get this to the 26 before going down. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
The one thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
Here we go, 2nd and 9. Completed here to Pickens. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Third and short here, trying to pass. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on 4th.
19 tight, 19 tight.
Need a conversion, and they're throwing for it. He connects downfield on 4. And he'll be taken down at the last possible moment. He's at the 1. All set up for an insurance score here. It's 1st and goal. Here's Brooks. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Good pressure from the defense there has them trending in the wrong direction.
It's 3rd and goal.
They've held him out twice. Here we go. 3rd and goal.
70 Lions. Go.
Running back sent in motion.
Go.
Looking to throw. He's got it.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days.
And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Cowboys now lead by 10. It's a Jonathan Brooks touchdown. Aubrey good on the point after. And the Cowboys drive their lead to 11. Aubrey now to kick this one away. Gray now on the return. He stopped on the return at the 27.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap for Hurts. Taken in by Smith. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down.
63.
Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. He lobs it up, looking deep to the right side. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. Couldn't connect with Dallas Goedert. And that'll bring up 2nd down. All right, one more snap before the 2-minute warning.
Go Silver, ready?
Hurts trying again on 2nd down. He's finds Smith. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. We've reached the 2-minute warning from Dallas. Eagles trailing by 11. Down a couple of scores, but still some time left and 3 timeouts as well. It's 1st and 10. They kick the running back in motion. On 1st down, Hurts. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. Deron Bland has it. And the Cowboys get it back after making their 3rd first-half interception.
Well, I admit, man, I got to admire the guts, the willingness to continue to challenge the coverage, even with 2 interceptions already. But there's his 3rd strike. And no, it's not baseball, but he definitely has to be smarter with what he's doing with the football.
And he's brought down for a loss.
That's got to be so frustrating for the runner. You're fighting the good fight. He even ripped through a tackle to stay afloat, but the blocking can't buy you enough time or room to even get back to the line of scrimmage.
Offense to the line for 2nd down.
7-18, Pioneer.
Wow, they're going to pass it here. Catch is made down the right sideline. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
Kate, I'll never forget walking into the Hall of Famer Dwight Freeney's meeting room with those defensive linemen. The late, great John Tierlink, his coach, he had a little sign up in his office, and it was sacks, and that money sign was the S, because ends and D linemen make their money with sacks. But you win games when they stop the run like...
He's got it inside the 10! And they bring him down at the 7-yard line. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal. They'll try and punch it in. And he gets them a little closer to the end zone, down to the 6. Give him just 1 yard, I think, on the run. Still some work to do here on 2nd and goal. With the win all set, Cowboys in victory formation, and they take an 8.
Nothing left to do now, Kate, but celebrate on one side and watch on hopelessly from the other. What a hard-fought effort to get to this spot, and now you can enjoy the victory.
So the Cowboys take the win here in Arlington. And they're...
Open up the rhyme book and read the composition. I can truly give about the competition. I'm in another atmosphere, I'm on another mission. Yeah, you know that boy Logic put pen to page like a petition. You always switching up your whole position. I can see it in your face like an esthetician. Food for thought, it's the highest caliber nutrition. Everything come out my mouth, that's my own cognition. I got out the hood, then got money in addition.
You wanna try to beat the force, I wanna try to defeat the law. You wanna be with me, of course. Show you look a piece, wanna see some more, see some more, see some more, see some more, see some more. Soul gonna rise when I leave this corpse. Show you look a piece, wanna see some more. Don't be afraid of the bounce. See when your things levels got changed to your mouth. How can I walk in doubt? Never been a beg, never been a loud mouth. Pen can go for days. I'm obsessed with it, can't change my ways. So blessed with it, what can I say? Top form staying in shape. You wanna try to beat the force, I wanna try to defeat the law. You wanna be with me, of course. Show you look a piece, wanna see some more, see some more, see some more, see some more, see some more. Soul gonna rise when I leave this corpse. Show you look a piece, wanna see some more. I'm gonna run it up, though you know your fun is up. James knew back when I was coming up, didn't wanna know then. Now I bet they're loving us no more. No R&R, the bar is raised. If you know me, know I can bar for days. Nothing to prove cause I've done enough. Lights out, still gonna keep the torch. Show you a little piece, wanna see some more? You wanna try to beat the force, I wanna try to defeat the law. You wanna be with me, of course. Show you a little piece, wanna see some more, see some more, see some more, see some more, see some more. Soul gonna rise when I leave this corpse. Show you a little piece, wanna see some more. Show you a little piece, wanna see some